the first match in the biggest patch recently for Mobile Legends. It's BREN Esports versus Omega. Let's go. Now, it is going to be Yi Sun-shin banned out. I see the reasoning behind the Yi Sun-shin ban. Obviously, may mga narinig ako na some teams are going to stick to what they know. Which makes sense. It makes absolute sense, diba? You stick with what you know. You stick with what you've practiced for months. And it probably will still work. Pero again, madaming nuances na nangyayari ngayon sa Land of Dawn. Mga turret plating, turret shield, turret gold na makuha mo when you take out those shields. Very interesting whether or not those things are going to be a big factor. Mababago ba niya yung ikot? Ipupuwersa ba niya yung mga teams natin na umatake sa turret agad? Diba? Yung Little Wanderer, si Balbasaur, ano na lang siya, mag-isa na lang siya, wala na yung partner niya. Kinidnap yata. At iba na din yung ginagawa nun. So, abangan nyo kung magiging point of contention, panoodin nyo ang ikot nila sa mapa mga tol kasi it's going to be a very good one. Now, we are on to the first pick for BREN Esports. Out pa rin yung mga solid na fighter natin like Khalid. Pansin nyo Omega at yung BREN. Yung mga makukunat din na offlaner, makukunat na fighter, ang tinanggal nila. That's very interesting. That means, priority ba talaga ngayon ng mga teams ang mga fighter role? That's a very, very good question. Yuzhong though, kahit na naman pa yan, I think, yakang-yaka naman. I would say that the Yuzhong pick, despite the nerf, is still pretty much viable naman. Masakit lang. Siyempre, ibang-iba na to sa Yuzhong dati na halos skills na lang makita mo habang lumilipad siya. It's going to involve a lot more normal attacks kasi yung skill niya from 10 seconds yata yung cooldown, naging 12, something like that, 12.5. So, whether or not that's a big deal, I think apparently BREN Esports wala silang paki doon. Sabi na, anong nerf? Pick pa rin natin yung Yuzhong. Malakas pa rin yan. And they go for it this time around. On the other side, Omega naman. Sabi ni Coach Dale, alam mo, gumagana naman yung ginawa natin last week Binago lang naman yung ikot Siguro yung mga same heroes na we were trying. Gamitin pa rin natin. Si Toshi, nagkakaruby lang din yan, I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And it's working. It worked for them. Why not stick to it? Jawhead though, pansin nyo ang fighter priority mga tol. Fighter priority ang draft ng ating mga teams. Ito na ba talaga ang landas ng MPL ngayon? Titignan natin. Same with BREN Esports, picking up Chang'e. Isa din to sa mga hero na nerf. Kung mapapansin nyo, basahin nyo yung patch notes mga tol. Medyo pinahina yung first niya. Yung second niya, binago lang ng konti. Pero yung first ni Chang'e, medyo hindi na kasing sakit ng dati. I wonder if that's gonna be a big deal. Cho is untouched in this meta, so it's still going to be a very viable pick. First rotation pick pa rin naman si Cho for sure. Ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina, si Alice mga tol. Gonna be tried out by Omega on their second pick rotation. Itong Alice na to hindi ko lang alam kasi yung uptime ng ultimate niya, siguro hindi ka na pwedeng naka-ultimate lagi. Tuwing cooldown, syempre gagamitin ng mga Alice player yung ultimate niya, di ba? Ngayon, hindi mo na pwede masyadong gawin yon. You need to think about your mana. Isipin mo yung mana mo. Although yung passive niya, nagkaroon ng mana. Tuwing kukuha siya ng orb, may mana na yun. Yung mga bilog sa lupa, may mana na siyang makuha dun. Pero yun nga yung ultimate niya, grabe yung gamit ng mana ngayon. So abangan nyo kung magiging effective yan. Apparently, Omega, tingin nila, effective pa rin naman. So bakit hindi, di ba? Bakit hindi? Now, we're on to the second ban rotation. I would say that we will need to look for these Roger picks. Watch out for the Roger picks. A lot of tanky picks are getting removed here by BREN Esports. I would say na para gawin itong mga ganito, okay lang naman. Okay lang naman yung mga Roger picks na tanggalin. Kasi yung mga carry, ewan ko lang kung ano yung na-practice ng Omega, pero apparently BREN Esports, they don't want to deal with that. That's fine. Xborg also received a minor nerf. Minor nerf lang naman on the flame missiles. So less damage sa apoy when he does that, the missiles. So abangan natin kung magiging impactful ba yan dito. So madami rin picks na hindi ko nakita masyado. Yung Atlas, tingin ko hindi na masyadong pag-aawayan yung Atlas. At mga tanky na junglers, yun na ba ang titignan natin? May mga jungler na ba tayo? Wala pa naman yata ang dedicated na jungler sa ngayon. It's gonna be a Ling. Okay. A great hyper carry pick. Kung mapapansin nyo guys, ito talaga yun eh. Ito talaga yung mga picks na before naman yung mga teams ginagamit talaga to eh. So I don't know if that's going to be a big deal. I don't know if that's going to affect the game too much kasi these are pretty much old pick. Kung mapapansin nyo. Lumang lineups din ng teams natin to. Not much of a change, I guess. So, we'll see whether or not that's gonna be a big thing here. Last pick for BREN Esports tayo mga tol. They look actually confident. If you look at the videos, they look like they're very confident with the picks they have. Although Omega right now is still looking for it. Oh! Hey, it's Claude. I would say the Claude pick is absolutely fine. The Claude pick is something na hindi masyadong napansin, hindi siya na-touch ng patch, diba? So whether or not that's gonna be helpful, we'll have to wait and see. And the Popol and Koopa. So not much tankiness here for BREN Esports. Ang pinaka-frontline nila dito will be etong Cho pick ni Lusty. Definitely going to be a tank Cho, most likely. Support tank Cho. Because everyone else is going to be a little bit squishy dito sa BREN Esports. And the Kagura for Omega. Interesting picks mula sa ating team. Omega, going for that Kagura pick. Ang hirap Parang mahirap i-predict yung gusto nilang mangyari. Ang win condition dito yata ng Omega is pag nagkumpol-kumpol ang kalaban, they're gonna rely a lot on the damage output, the AoE damage mula kay Toshi dito sa laban na to. So, bantayan nyo yung offlane na yan. Now, this is a very good matchup. I would say a matchup na, kung pansin nyo, walang solid na tank na pinik. Nasa na si Kufra. Nasa na yung mga Kufra natin. Yung mga Hylos, mabilis mag-clear sa jungle. Nasa na din, diba? So, they are off right now. Wala din sila Atlas. And a lot of these are focused on fighters and offlaners that can sustain for a long amount of time dun sa kanilang mga lane. Para ba yun sa full XP? Full gold lane? Very interesting, no? So a lot of these picks are going to be self-sustaining, kumaga. Self-sustaining and very much in going to be unkillable almost. If you play it safe, they're very unkillable in the first 3 to 4 minutes of the game. I guess, naisip din nila na sobrang important yung magiging laning phase natin dito. So, let's head into the game, mga kaibigan. And, kayo ba? Agree ba kayo sa mga picks na to? Are we going into a meta that doesn't look like it has tanks? What is happening here? It's very interesting. And yung tanky na sa mangyayari, na yung nakita natin sa gilid, yung mga small nuances. XP lane will be on the bottom, and the gold lane will be on the top lane. And of course, sa in-game, meron namang mga suggestions yan. Whether or not you're going to come up with, whether or not the game thinks that this certain hero goes to the XP lane or dun sa gold lane. There are small suggestions. I'm sure you noticed that when you were playing your games. And I wonder, I really wonder whether or not that's going to be a big deal. Now, obviously, yung teams natin, tingin nila, it's going to be big. Pero, syempre, game 1 pa lang to, wala pang labanan nangyari. We will not be able to tell right away. Now, I want to know what you guys think. Who do you think had the better draft here? Comment nyo din yan. We are live, obviously, on Facebook and YouTube. And meron din tayong English stream na nagaganap ngayon. Kasama si Butters at Shinbu. You can also watch them out watch them there on Mobile Legends Esports Facebook page at YouTube. Now, we're gonna go on a short pause here. Now, what does this look like? Kumusta ang win rate ng Ruby? Actually, hindi ko nga alam kung pwede man nating isama yung win rate before. Kasi obviously, iba talaga eh. Iba talaga yung mga mangyayaring picks. Iba talaga yung... it feels like a different lineup altogether. Yung Ruby before that patch, it's focused on sustain. And definitely, if this Ruby doesn't go down, pag hindi mo siya masyadong nag-focus on roaming, on ganking, actually yung Ruby na to, it's going to be good. And now, I just got news mga kaibigan. May malupit na pangyayaring magaganap. Hindi na ako solo. Balita, wala yun. I'd like to welcome to the desk our anchor. Welcome back, brother. Mr. Wolf.
What's up?
What's good?
Kala mo mag-isa ka, no? Nakita ko yung no, a lot of things happened. Pati ako napatch na rin ako, Mr. Rockhart.
Oo. Napatch ka?
Napatch na rin ako.
Bakit? Ba't ka napatch?
Ganun talaga eh. Kasi next project na eh.
Next. Oo.
Oh, so, mali. Iba pala, no? Project Next.
Project Next. Ang susunod na proyekto. Ito na tayo. May pagbabago din na ganun, May mga logo na din tayo.
Ito yung bagong emotes kasama
bagong emotes?
If I'm not mistaken, this is from MPL
ID.
Indonesia. And syempre, hopefully, tayo din ay magkaroon ng mga ganun.
Sana naman, di ba? Sana naman.
Tsaka yung mismong Zen Esports, imagine.
Asa pa tayo na.
As we expected, this Jawhead ay nakikita natin as well as the Cho. Mga ito talaga yung top priorities. And Rockhart, so it seems na ang ating ibang mga theories ay hindi natuloy.
Kaya nga eh.
In fact, it seems like it's going to be 1-3-1 or hyper carry strategy pa rin from our teams.
That's true. It's a 1-3-1 and they are still sticking with it. I think BREN is the one who made the bigger change by using itong Claude na to. So interestingly enough, yung Claude is still going to be the priority here. Although expect nyo sa early game, it's not going to be as aggressive. Pero ang aggressive lang naman ang usapan, yan si Kuya Heat.
This is one thing that I'm seeing often. Ano bang implications nito, Mr. Rockhart, having tanks na parang nanggugulo lang eh. Look at Heath. Ang nakipapansin ko na movements niya dito is to look for the jungler. So it seems as they tag few, pero napakaganda na mula kay Lusty. However, it's not enough. Mapapatay pa dito yung Chango. Seems a few as the support Chango. Yeah, so 2 questions dito, Rockhart. Una is, what is the role of the tanks now? And si Few as a support, is this a Chango mage support na parang nasa gitna nagsisimula?
Actually, yung nga yung sabi ko kanina ng draft, parang walang pinik na tank. Kufra was either, Kufra hindi na pinansin. Yung mga ganong klaseng tanks, it was not banned, it was not picked. And a lot of these are, mga sustained fighter.
So, we can see now Heath is gonna be punished once again mula sa BREN Esports. Nakita mo yun. And, what was that? Concussive blast yata yun. Yung huling nakalasit kay Heath. And, is it now gonna be the trend? Ito ba yung magiging trend, Rockhart, na makakita tayo ng mga aggressive na tanks pero ipapunish ng mga teams?
It's starting to look like it kasi yung aggression kanina ni Heath, level 1 pa lang siya nun eh. So I think medyo na behind siya. Wala siyang ultimate ngayon at 2.5 minutes. And malaking bagay yun, especially in the early ganking scenario.
Okay. Seems like yung ating Ruby ay napipick ng madalas ng mga teams. Actually, Omega, tignan mo, parang sila pa yung nakakalamang even after the aggressiveness mula dun sa ating Jawhead. Samantala, Flap TZ na puwersa na gumamit na kanyang ultimate. Pero ito na naman si Heath. Ako, di pa kulang yata. Recall kulang na nga. And yun na nga yung kill natin. Mukhang, in fairness, may konting rewards dito.
Yes.
Ang pagiging aggressive ni Heath kahit nung namatay siya nung una. 2 kills and 1 assist. 3 ang kanyang participation. Dito, napakagandang hata mula kay Kurt TZ. Pero si Kurt TZ, syempre may BMI out.
Yep, and of course, mahirap pa tayo dun mamaya. Si Carl TZ at Kurt TZ, nagharap na naman. So far, so good here for BREN Esports. They're sustaining, they're surviving. Lusty though, iba ang plano niya. He wants to go for the kill. Toshi very low.
Pero mahabol pa rin dito. Napakagandang timing naman mula kay Toshi para hindi makompleto yung Jeet Kundo. It's gonna be the maximum charge mula kay Heath. Pressure lang sa may mid lane, habang si Few ay nagki-clear lang din.
Shield.
At si GZ, bilang isang link, nakakuha ng sobrang daming farm na rin dito. Si level 6, si Carl TZ ay 5 pa lang. Pinoprotektahan dito para sa buff. Hindi magkaroon ng contention.
Also a good pick dun sa flame shot for Haze. It's a great way to deny or to try to steal. So kakabahan lagi yung BREN Esports when they take a buff. Kasi there's always going to be a potential pag malapit si Haze. A big flame shot could go your way.
Si Carl TZ. Last din nakakuha ng stun in a Way of the Dragon pero kailangan niya tumakbo. GZ, konting habol dito. Napakagandang tulak naman nun. Actually, that was an ejector. At nakakuha pa ng double kill. Heath, gamit ng flicker. Napakaganda. Samantala si Flap TZ ay makukuhaan ng isa. Carl TZ, ng BMI, but GZ is there. At I believe yung DPS na, yung damage over time yung nakapatay sa kanya doon. All of a sudden, 7 kills para sa Omega sa kanilang aggressiveness. Ano masasabi natin dito mula sa performance ng Omega? Pinapunish lang ba nila yung passiveness dito ng BREN Esports?
Yeah, pero wala silang choice eh. No, wala silang no choice tol. Most of the time, kailangan talaga maging passive ng BREN, especially when you pick a Claude. And panoodin nyo dun sa replay na yun, si Flap, after the initial skills, wala na siya masyadong gagawin. Literal lakad, atake na lang. Yun yung nagiging implication ng nerf kay Yuzhong.
By the way, yung Alice natin, alam natin na sa mga maganda yung mga changes. Yung kanyang ultimate ay toggled na. Ibig sabihin, hindi na siya nagko-cooldown. Well, actually, may 2-second cooldown between sa toggles. Pero imagine nyo, hindi ka na talaga maghintay ng matagal ang cooldown for ultimate. Ang kapalit ay mana, pero alam naman natin, pag nakakuha ng Clock of Destiny tsaka ng late game na stacks, di ba? Sa ating Alice. Unli na halos lahat, di ba? Yung mga enchanted talisman pa, mga ganun. So, mga itemization can make up dun sa mga pagbabagong ginawa dito kay Alice. For sure. So far, laki ng lamang na Omega bigla. 5,000. Sinisecure nila dito yung turtle. Habang si Heath naman ay nanggugulo lang sa may gilid. And there's the turtle taken. Si Rebo trying to be a little bit aggressive dito. But he will not get anything.
Interesting.
Okay, so ang tanong ko dito is, nagsimula ba si Cortez sa mid or dun sa isang lane? Kasi parang...
Actually, parang 1-2-2 sila kanina eh.
1-2-2?
Oo, pansin ko.
Mukhang hindi effective. Yung Omega kasi parang napansin ko, Rockhart, wala silang binago. It's literally 1-3-1.
Literally 1-3-1.
Nasa ling nasa gitna. Tapos, yung kanilang katapat ay nag-1-2-2. Kaya sobrang lamang nila ngayon. And si Rebo ay mapapunish na naman. Siguro ang nagbago lang talaga is mas aggressive si Heath. Yun lang.
Nga, oo. Level 1 pa lang, ano ba, meron akong ejector, guluhin ko lang yung jungle. It kind of worked. Gumana naman siya for a while, di ba, dun sa red buff. And ito na nakita natin yung implication, ito na yung epekto ng kanilang mga aggression. At mukhang ganang-gana naman, pumapasok na yata ngayon. Si Heath sa likod na naman.
Uy, nagandang nakabala kay Lasty Wave Dragon. Kaso na-cancel lang din dahil dito rin si GC para sa punishment. Nagda-dive at makakakuha ba ng kill? Naku si Lasty. That is Lasty for ya. Samantala tumatakbo dito si Ling. The left side. Habang nangyari yun, there was a kill on Flap. At hindi yan gusto ng BREN Esports ngayon. 1-9 ang ating score. You know what, Rockhart, isa pa lang ang team na nakabawas sa points ng BREN Esports at yun ang MPL-PH. Ito na ba ang potential na pangalawang pagkatalo ng BREN Esports when it comes to a match? Do you feel like it? Meron bang way dito ang BREN Esports makabawi?
I think we've seen the BREN Esports dito sa sitwasyon na to so many times. Even on Season 5, I think nung playoffs sa Season 5, nag-play sila ng ganito eh. Where they were relying on Carl TZ na makapag-farm ng matagalan.
Oh my goodness, phew! Walang takas! And yun yung problema sa Chango. Pag medyo core ang role mo, after yung flicker, wala ka ng ibang way para mataas. And Toshi, syempre, meron siyang flowing blood at meron siyang flicker to use that. By the way, si Cortez, kanina pa niya ginagawa. Nire-reset lang niya. Ito
ulit-ulit.
Ating, the spinner? Mother Shocker. Yun natawag sa kanya. At ang nakita ko rin is, ito something na kailangang i-take note natin mga viewers. Kapag mas maraming heroes, malapit dun sa buff, ay mas kumukunat yung buff. 15%
per hero.
Sa mga buffs na to.
Yung umatake. Kailangan umatake sila.
That's right. So, what does this mean? Magkakaroon ba na mas maraming invades? Kasi counted kahit kalaban. Pero mamaya natin pag-usapan dahil mukhang gusto lumapan na Omega dito around the orange buff once again. Si Haji sinisimulan na. Tignan mo yung positioning ni Heath dito. Hindi siya bumabawas. Ayaw niyang mapakunat pa.
Lumayo talaga. Sobrang layo.
BREN Esports, wala silang nagawa doon sa clash na yun. At ninanakawan sila. Omega, parami kanilang gold now. On the bottom lane, TC wants to fight this. Ito na si Hayes. Kaso nahatak sila at sila pa naunahan. Double kill already for Omega. May isa pa. Si Few nahuli na nga with the ejector. That means a double kill para sa ating Ling. At 14 kills na Omega. 27,000 over 18.
Pa 9k gold lead ng Omega at 9 minutes. It's a bad sign para sa BREN Esports. Pero looks like Omega is really, parang ibang team sila ngayon, Kuya Wolf.
You know what? Isa sa mga predictions ko dito ay ang BREN Esports ang isa sa mga pinakaunang team na makapag-adjust, magbibigay sa atin ng new meta. Pero naman sila pinakita ng new meta. Kaya lang yung Omega sabi nila, The new meta does not work.
Not yet.
Not yet. 1-3-1 pa rin
Oh.
ang galawan at kitang-kita natin ang laki ng lamang eh. What was this? Bakit ganun ang nangyari at least dito sa match na to? I know it's too early to tell, Rockhart, pero so far, what are we seeing dito sa ating patch sa ginawa ng Omega laban sa BREN Esports? Bakit hindi nag-work yun?
Ang trend naman ngayon ng BREN Esports is a lot of them are scaling heroes, di ba? Si Yuzhong with the Claude. Yung frontline nila is a little lacking. And even yung fighting right now dito sa gilid, kulang din ng power. I think kinulang talaga ng firepower sa early game yung BREN at tinake advantage ng Omega yun.
Nahuli din nila na inuhusan nila ng mga skills. And ngayon, kita nyo gano'ng kakunat yung buffs ngayon. Will be reset as well.
Kunat nga.
Si Omega ay nang ginugulo lang si Carl TC dito. Ang goal lang nila hindi makapag-farm. Carl TC is just 5k. 7k na yung lane. Pero may clash dun sa may likuran. Yuzong as well as Chow combining. Pero yung Chango, Meteor Shower, walang tinatamaan. Nahuli din sa GZ. Pero sabi ng Omega, back muna. Pangit yung pwesto natin dito. Huwag tayong lumaban. At nag-burn lang sila ng ibang flicker at mga ultimate doon. Tapos, umalis na lang. And ganda ng decision eh. Cut your losses para sa Omega.
Actually, yes. Ang pinakamalaking advantage na nakuha ng Omega doon, nakuha ni Toshi. Yung pinagtrabahuhan ni Carl TZ ng matagal. Now, nasayang yung oras ni Carl TZ doon habang distracted silang lahat. Tapos wala naman ding na-down sa Omega. So overall, positive net game pa rin.
Okay. That's really good para sa Omega. Samantala, sinusunod nila yung Lord. May nahuli dito si Toshi. Pero parang planado yata to ng Omega. What they're doing is just to take the Lord ngayon at isang bar na lang. Nandito si Ribo. We have to take note. Alam na nila kung kailan gagamit yung Retribution. Perfect timing at yun na nga. Flawless na flawless para sa Omega. May nahuli na naman dito pero mukhang walang punishment. Nagabot si Jesus sa likuran. Gustong mahanap yung Claude at napatay na nga yung Claude. Omega finding that carry ng BREN Esports at isang magandang trade. Hindi nga trade eh. Lord
It's a Lord.
at Claude para sa isang Alice.
That is not bad. That is Omega with getting everything, almost everything they want na parang dumulas lang ng konti sa dulo. Ngayon, nakita natin yung implication nung pagkawala din nung Purify sa isang Claude. Ang laking bagay pala, no? Pag walang Purify yung Claude, talagang mukha siyang sobrang vulnerable. Hindi ka basta-basta makapag-battle mirror image palayo. Interesting.
Pansin ko rin dito, Rockhart, is Omega talagang nasa aggressiveness lang sila. What they're trying to do is hindi nila hinaya makapag-farm sa BREN Esports. Tapos dahil lagi sila nagharap ng gulo, na-force nila itong si Yuzong at si Lusty na pumunta lagi kung nasan sila para hindi makapag-sideline push. So, kung may defense man dito mula sa BREN Esports, kailangan nilang sobrang lapitan with Meteor Shower, Blazing Duet, kasi mahihirapan sila. Katulad na ginagawa ni GC, wala siyang pake.
Wala,
scene
zone.
Scene zone ni GC at yun, ngayon na, pinansin na. Pinurse na dito yung ultimate. And GC almost taking him down. Samantala si Tosh dito nakipag 1v1 sa tatlo. Habang yung Lord naman papunta na sa base. Inhibitors down. May magandang hatak mula doon sa Ruby. And it comes sa Tempest of Blades. Platisi bad position at nahuli doon sa likuran si Ribo. Lahat na sila namatay. And Omega scores
Maniac.
the second defeat of BREN Esports, taking game 1.